So this is one that we have to consciously stop doing. Now, one dance I had no trouble with not having in my life, and that was ballroom dancing. I gave that up quickly, okay? It's a beautiful thing to watch, but the only problem with ballroom dancing is that I couldn't lead. That did not work. Okay? Following is not one of my strong points, right? Okay, so that one I could let go of really quickly. But then there was another dance that I started doing. It was line dancing. Okay? Now, a line dance, for anyone who doesn't know, is a choreographed, listen to the definition of a line dance, just to see, and you'll say, oh, I know why Dar gave that up. A line dance is a choreographed dance with a repeated sequence of steps in which a group of people dance in one or more lines or rows without regard for gender or individuals, all facing the same direction and executing the same steps at the same time. Okay. But you know what? A lot of people are line dancing right now, aren't they? A lot of people are line dancing, doing the same step that everybody else is doing at the same time that everybody else is doing, to the same beat that everybody else is doing it all together. Everybody turns at the same time. Everybody turns back at the same time. We start together, we end together. Dr. Holmes said, it is necessary for us to see that unity does not mean uniformity, and that the changeless nature of the original mind is in no way imposes monotonous action upon it. Emerson said, imitation is suicide. That, I got to tell you something, that freed me. When I heard that, I was free. That was the most liberating thing. It was because I had spent my whole life trying to line up with the way other people were doing it. And if I didn't do it the way they did it, like in a line dance, I was wrong. You can't do it that way. We're going back right now, Dar. You're going forward. He freed me in that moment. I have never been the same person since that point, because there was that within me that recognized that we're not supposed to be just like everybody else. We are one, but as Ernest Holmes is saying, unity does not mean uniformity. He says, life has set the stamp of individuality upon everything from a blade of grass to a person. There's a unity at the center, variety at the surface. These variations are separate and distinct without being separated or isolated. Variety feeds on the unity in which it is rooted and expands through a consciousness of being one with the whole. So we're all supposed to be doing our own unique thing. And if we do it differently, we're not wrong. Maybe we're just being us. So I gave up line dancing. I gave that up. For the last several years, I've been doing another dance. I've been break dancing. Okay? I have been break dancing. Okay, and I want to tell you, if you thought the moonwalk was hard, try break dancing. Okay? So that meant, now let me tell you what break dancing means for me. Break dancing means breaking my bonds with the apparent necessities before me. Breaking my agreement with those necessities. Breaking my agreement with things like illness. Breaking my agreement with things like poverty Breaking my bond with the belief that you have to have war in order to have peace. Please. See, so I've been breakdancing, breaking my bonds with sickness. Emmett Fox said, sickness cannot affect you if your mentality contains a strong belief in health, and if you do not have such a belief, all the diets and exercises in the world cannot make you well or keep you alive. Is it time to break your bonds? Is it time to break your agreement with illness as not something that we have to have? Break your bonds with the necessity of hatred. Emmett Fox said, if someone hates you, it cannot have the slightest effect upon you as long as it is his hatred and not yours. But if there is hatred in your heart, that can do you unlimited harm according to its intensity. Maybe it's time to break our bond with it. Maybe it's time to let go of the belief that that's a necessity in the world, because it's not. It's just the way that we're using love. Break your bond with lack and limitation. He said, Emmett Fox again, if you have what we call a prosperity consciousness, you cannot experience poverty. Listen to that again. If you have what we call a prosperity consciousness, you cannot experience poverty, no matter what happens in the outer world. All the supply you need will come from somewhere. And if you have a poverty consciousness, on the other hand, prosperity will not stay with you no matter what happens. So break the bonds of apparent necessity. Break the belief that we have to be sick, that we have to be poor, that we have to hurt. Break that belief. Break your agreement with that. Break the old mold of the old ways of doing things. That's what breakdancing is to me. So today I'm learning a new dance. Okay? So I'm doing the mod dance. The mod dance. Now you probably hear that and you say, Dar, don't you mean modern dance? Nope. I mean the mod dance. That's an acronym for my own dance. Yeah. Amen. Yes, exactly. That's it. My own dance. And that's what we all have to do. We have to do our own dance. So you can't do the mod dance. You can't do my own dance. But you can do the pod dance or the yard dance, okay? Your own dance. You can do that. I can't even teach you the mod dance. Isn't that wonderful? And you can't teach me the yard dance. And the most important thing for us to understand is that it's okay to do it. See, the mod dance for me is listening to my own inner voice, listening to what's important for me, recognizing that people can be watching me and saying, what in the world is she doing? And you know what? I don't even have to explain it to anybody because it's my own dance. There's no judgment associated with it. There's no blame associated with it because it's my own dance. And in the mod dance, you know what's so powerful? I have the courage to believe what I truly believe. I have the courage to stand on the principles that we teach and not fear sounding foolish foolish when I stand up and say, there is no reason for you to have to be sick. Not feeling foolish when I say there is no reason for you not to have what it is that you desire in your world. The other people can be standing by and say, well, you know, she's not in touch with reality. She is out there somewhere. No, this is what the mod dance is about. It's about standing up for what it is that we say we really believe, being true to ourselves. Being true to me. So you can't do the mod dance. You can do the yard dance. And I'd encourage it. I'd encourage it. So the message I want to leave you with this morning is that if your life isn't going the way that you want it to go, maybe it's time, my brother would probably say, maybe it's time for you to learn to dance. I would say, learn a new dance and be the dance that you're ready to experience in your world. Learn a new dance. And if you choose to do that, please don't tell my brother. Okay? And so it is. Thank you for being here this morning, and so it is.